I'm Joyce Shaar. I'm an actress, comedian, model, philanthropist, mother, and grandmother. I love people. Everyone has a story to tell, and together we're going to explore how to achieve health, wealth, and happiness. Welcome to the Joyce Shaar Show. Today we have as our guest Tina Takaya.
Perfect.
Right? I mean, it's such a
Perfect.
fascinating name, Takaya. It's beautiful. Now, you know, we're here in this beautiful restaurant called Oku. And as I understand it, in Japanese, the word Oku means a space that you feel great going into, or that the space around you feels wonderful.
Right, and it does mean a few other things, as all Japanese words do, but that's
Okay.
that's what I'm going for.
Oh, yeah, but it's perfect because that's the way I feel when I enter this restaurant. And by the way, this
thank
happens to be maybe my favorite restaurant. I probably shouldn't say that, but this food and the way you do everything and welcome people is superb.
Thank you so much.
But tell us a little bit about how that restaurant business started for you. Not just this one, but when did you start?
Well, probably 4 decades ago and longer. I
remember.
Yeah, well, I worked in restaurants to put myself through school, and never thinking I would be in the restaurant business. I ended up with a degree in interior design. I studied a little architecture. I studied landscape architecture. I studied everything under the sun because I love learning things, and I ended up falling in love with this business. I worked many years waiting tables, and I thought, okay, I'm done. I'm going to do consultant work. I did a lot of consultant work just to help people, and then I fell in love with it again. So here I am.
There you are. And I know this isn't your first restaurant because you're also co-owner of Opal,
Yes.
correct?
Opal Restaurant and Bar.
And we've all been in Santa Barbara. That's been here how many years?
22 years since Richard and I purchased it. However, before that, it was Brigida's since 1984.
Yes,
so.
yes. And I know, it's a lovely restaurant also, and it's, of course, on Upper State, so it's a little bit different than it is here. But this is the most desirable space. You guys, the ocean is so blue today. If you look out, you think, how good can life get if you're dining with wonderful food and wonderful atmosphere and looking out at a blue ocean? So did you have your eyes on this place when it was another restaurant a long time ago?
Well, this place has been empty for about 8 years before
Really?
we started building, and we literally had to take this building to dirt and then rebuild it because it was such an old building. I mean, if you remember, it was the España way back in
Yes.
the 70s, then it went to Olamigos, then it went to El Torito, and then Carlos Luna, the owner of Flor de Maíz, we split the property
Yes,
and made 2 restaurants.
Well, and we needed something like this because your restaurant has this wonderful Californian Asian feel about it. And, for those people that don't understand Asian food, when you mix it with California, we all get it.
Yes, and the reason why I did that is because there's people who love sushi, love fresh fish,
Yes.
and there's those who prefer to go with steaks. And so we have almost the same size hot food as we do on the sushi side. So we have 2 different kitchens, a hotline and a sushi bar. And that allows many people to come in and enjoy what they like without being stuck doing one or the other. And California Asian gives it a little bit of a twist. So we might choose something and do it with our
Very
twist.
glamorous that way, I think.
We hope.
Well, it is. But I do remember when you were first opening the restaurant and you told a story among my friends. about how you didn't know a thing about sushi and you went to school to learn how to do sushi.
I had been eating sushi all my life,
Yes.
as a lot of people do.
Like me.
But when it comes down to explaining it, there's a lot more to learn about it. And being Japanese and brought up in a household that we had American food with Japanese food always thrown in there. And my mother and father were both born here as well. So they knew Japanese food, but we did have spaghetti nights and all the kind of thing.
Right. Pizza nights.
Yeah, pizza nights.
And a taco night.
But, you know, I just studied really hard to learn about the styles of fish, the different, and now I put together lots of training programs for my staff so that they can't even take out food, expedite food out until they've taken a test with me, and they can't serve until they've taken a couple tests.
Wow. And eat it too, they have to try it.
Yeah, they'll be eating all along the way. I have one fellow who was new to this food, and every night he ordered something different just to know what he was eating. So.
Maybe I could get a part-time job here then, okay? Because I am here a lot eating special foods. Well, you know what, Tina? I have more questions for you. I want to hear more about you and your life. So we'll be right back. We'll take a quick break.
Enjoy your stay in Santa Barbara at the Best Western Plus. Conveniently located in the heart of downtown, within walking distance of shopping, dining, wine tasting, and so much more. Relax in our newly remodeled rooms, take in our beautiful outdoor spaces, or dine at the Live Oak Cafe. The Best Western Plus offers affordable luxury whether you are driving up the coast, hosting a family reunion, on a business trip, or booking an extended stay in our 1- and 2-bedroom suites. Choose from a wide variety of specially curated vacation packages. Come and stay a while at the Best Western Plus, Santa Barbara.
We're back with the Joyce Shaar Show today, and we're here with Tina. I know that you're busy with all the restaurant and you do such a great job and all. Do you have any special hobbies or anything that you do outside of this? Like, what do you love?
People always tell me you're never going to be able to retire. I go, I have a million things I love to do because my background is art. Besides interior design, I did lots of different mediums, and I love all that, and I'd like to get back into that, maybe do some painting. I garden. I study landscape architecture, and I love that. So I have my dog. We garden every day together.
Do you have a Japanese garden in your backyard?
I don't know if it's a Japanese garden, but it has. It's definitely succulent forward.
Well, yeah.
Boulders. It's very. You know, I have. It's
We've
my
changed.
sanctuary, and I play tennis. I play tennis, and I do a men's clinic.
Are you an A tennis player?
I only play one day a week, but I think if I played a lot, I might be categorized a certain way. But I used to play in the USTA and compete, but because of having restaurants, it makes it harder. And my focus is really on making sure the restaurants are doing well. So I really only play one day a week, but I do a men's clinic, and it's really fun.
Oh my gosh! Well, that's a fabulous hobby. You're helping other people along the way, also. You can't help that, can you?
We have a lot of fun in that clinic.
Do you?
Yeah. They make fun of me because I'm always telling the guys, okay, before you go, you got to pick up all the balls, put them in the bag before you off your court. And yeah, right.
Yeah, we're going to do that, right. Well, I know that your architectural background certainly shows in this restaurant. It's just stunning when you walk in. I know there's a wall back there that changes colors.
We can do any color we want, but we tend to keep the pink because it's a little bit warmer at night. I can do blue, green. I had a wedding down here and they wanted red. I said, okay.
You did red?
They did red on both wave walls.
What kind of people, what kind of customer comes in here, do you think, mostly? Are they locals or do you get a lot of tourists?
Well, you know, I have sort of a motto that I set up. I wanted it to be where locals feel like family and visitors feel like locals. So I want everybody to be able to enjoy. And whether they're young to elderly, I want everybody to have fun and to feel welcome here.
And I noticed that the other night I got to be here for one of the big celebrity nights of 4th of July, or the fireworks, and you had such an array of different people.
Yes.
Young and old, and I mean, everyone was here.
Yeah, and I love that.
Yeah.
I really love
Yeah,
that.
it shows. So then, other than your tennis, what are some of the other things that do you have any future ideas of things that you want to conquer?
You know, I have done so much in my life, and I'm so grateful. I traveled around the world when I was younger on a shoestring. I have done many things, and I do love reimagining houses and yards. I love to incorporate my interior design, my architecture, and landscape architecture into.
Through your eyes, you like to see something develop.
You know,
right?
every time I look at something, I have a vision, which is good and sometimes not good.
That's okay though. But I'm going to invite you over to my backyard. I need help.
My girlfriend actually had me over, and she wanted to do her backyard like my backyard. She goes, "I will get somebody to come in and do that." And I said, "Oh, I'll do it for you," because I love it. And I said, "But you can change anything you want to change because it's just an idea." And she did it. She had somebody do it, and it made me feel so good to help somebody and to have somebody enjoy something so much. So that was really fun.
And you got to release a little bit of brain power and enjoy what you created up there. Well, you know, you're such a powerful businesswoman. I mean, we all respect you so much, and I know everything that you touch is successful.
Oh, I think it's just that I care so much, and I really. My dad is like, he taught me all my life, you do anything, you do it 150%. And no matter what it is, you feel your own integrity at the end of it. It doesn't matter about anybody else, you take your own integrity. And I've always carried that with me.
Stick with it.
Yeah, and that can be the death of me too, because I will finish something to no end.
Okay, that's good.
Sometimes you gotta let go, but
we should all have a little bit of that in us, Tina. But I just admire you because you get to do everything, and you accomplish everything. You know, it's one thing to have the vision, but accomplishing it. This is such a grand place. Just being here in, like we say, Oku, in the space that feels right. This all feels right. We're going to talk more about some of the things that you would like to do when we come back. We'll be right back.
Enjoy your stay in Santa Barbara at the Best Western Plus. Conveniently located in the heart of downtown, within walking distance of shopping, dining, wine tasting, and so much more. Relax in our newly remodeled rooms, take in our beautiful outdoor spaces, or dine at the Live Oak Cafe. The Best Western Plus offers affordable luxury whether you are driving up the coast, hosting a family reunion, on a business trip, or booking an extended stay in our 1- and 2-bedroom suites. Choose from a wide variety of specially curated vacation packages. Come and stay a while at the Best Western Plus, Santa Barbara.
Welcome back to the Joyce Shaar Show. We're here. The most favorite part, Tina, we're here going to experience all this fabulous food that's been made and prepared. One thing I want to talk about too is the way your crew, everyone that works in the restaurant, has been trained by you. They're so accommodating and so wonderful. So that's an experience just to see somebody that wants to help you get through a wonderful dinner. Well, let's talk about some of this incredible food. First of all, let's talk about the drink we're having.
Okay.
Cheers,
So
Tina.
these are the two most popular drinks. You have the Red Lily, which is made with vodka. We have a little cranberry, a touch of lychee, a little Saint Germain, which is an elderberry liqueur.
Oh my gosh.
A little fresh lime juice.
Can I taste it?
Yes, absolutely.
Here's to me. Stop. Right. I taste the lychee in there.
Little
How
lychee, yeah.
great is that?
You know, since you say lychee, I say lychee. You know,
Okay.
when I was in
Lychee,
Thailand, they said
lychee.
lychee, so I say lychee.
Lychee?
But a lot of people say lychee, which is
Okay.
fine. It's a very fragrant fruit, but it's also a little bit citrusy, and it's very popular in the Asian culture. So we do use it in a few drinks. We happen to use it in our Hidden Dragon, and this is the one that's one of the most popular drinks. It's like a lychee margarita up.
Oh my gosh.
And it's we float it with a shiso leaf. Shiso leaf is used in some of the sauces, some of the rolls, but also used as garnish. It's in the family of the mint.
Oh, I see that.
But it doesn't really taste like mint. So it's kind
Looks
of
like a fan in there.
I know, it's beautiful.
It
and then we do a
is.
little bit of black salt. It's a Hawaiian black salt. We do just a little bit so that
Wow.
if you don't like salt, you don't have to drink from that edge, but it looks pretty. So
I like this. I'm going to have a little sip if it's okay. May we talk about the wasabi and the ginger, because ginger is such a popular thing now because it's very medicinal
Yes.
properties, and everybody wants to be well in their stomach, and so they've all think they know about ginger.
it's a good palate cleanser.
It is.
So when you're eating something and then you take a little ginger, it's sort of like sorbet is to a fine dining meal.
Right.
It kind of cleanses your palate and gets you ready for the next bite.
Now, okay, so that's regular ginger. You
This
don't
is
have
ginger from
anything-
Japan.
Okay.
And I have to say it's one of the highest qualities. It is the highest quality.
Looks
It's
good.
delicious.
Yeah.
And I was never a ginger lover until here.
Till
now
that.
now I
now
am.
you're doing it,
Yeah.
right?
And our wasabi is from Japan as well. It has, when you put it in your soy sauce tray with the soy sauce, it won't incorporate all the way because there's bits of real wasabi in it.
Oh, I see.
And it adds the flavor.
From the root. Is that a root
The root,
then?
yeah.
Okay.
And wasabi is grown. It's kind of like saffron is when you get the little filaments, and it's pretty expensive for the little
Right, little
packet,
baby
right?
thing.
Because you don't get a lot from the flowers. The wasabi is the same way. It grows naturally in between boulders and running water. And like I said, one of my Japanese girls here, when she was in Japan, she found some while hiking, and she
Right.
brought it home and tried to root it. She goes, impossible.
Doesn't work.
Didn't
Doesn't
work.
work.
So,
I know.
it's a delicacy for sure. So we do have fresh grated wasabi. This is a wasabi we use on every table, but it does have real wasabi in it.
Oh my gosh. So it's extra spicy then, maybe? No?
It's just, you get a really clean flavor of the wasabi, which is nice.
Well, let me ask you something, because we are all used to now when we go to an Asian restaurant and the sushi becomes such a big thing in restaurants. We generally take a little of the wasabi and then we mix it in the soy. Is that how you do it? You don't eat it plain.
You can do it any way you like. Some people love the rush of the wasabi and they just put it on top and they eat it like, I've seen
Wow.
it not quite as much as like guacamole, but it's
Oh,
but
no.
it's a strong one. But it's
You have
the
to
nice
warn
thing about
people.
that is other chilies stay with you.
Uh-huh.
This one, it kind of clears
Okay.
the sinuses, but
Okay,
you're done
it's
after
gone.
that.
Okay. Well, okay, we have to go over some of this food. I don't know where to start. Let's start with this beautiful dish of cauliflower.
This is the crispy Korean cauliflower. It's tempura battered, crispy fried, and then we toss it in a Korean gochujang glaze. Then we lay it on a bed of shiso and yuzu aioli, which actually balances out the gochujang glaze.
Okay.
And that's the most popular appetizer.
Yeah, I think it is. I
Even
think
those
it
who
is.
don't like vegetables love this. They can't
Oh my
even tell
God,
it's
well, it doesn't
cauliflower.
taste like a vegetable.
Yeah,
That's why.
it doesn't. This is a second popular
Yes.
one, and this is the A5 Miyazaki Wagyu gyoza with it's cooked with a portobello mushroom, and then traditionally gyozas are seared on one side and then steamed, so
Right.
they're not supposed to be all crispy. If you like it that way, you can ask us and we'll do it that way. And then we serve it with a truffle soy.
Okay. Oh, truffle soy.
Yeah,
Oh,
we hand
wow.
make these in house.
Oh, that looks delicious. Okay, and on to what is
This
this?
is the crouching tiger, hence the hidden dragon crouching
And that's
tiger.
one of your most popular, right?
These two are the most popular, and
Okay.
we didn't know that they would be, but they, if
Oh.
anybody has seen the movie, it's kind of a fun treat, and they work well together. And this one has
Beautiful.
the crab meat, avocado, cucumber inside. It's rolled in seaweed and rice, sushi rice, and then on top is a spicy yellowtail. We put a little bit of sriracha aioli and a sweet soy glaze.
Okay.
That's
Beautiful.
very popular.
And then, of course, you've got your popcorn shrimp, do we call
Yeah,
it? What do we call it?
firecracker popcorn,
Firecracker,
same thing.
all right.
Shrimp, and then we serve that with a tamarind glaze, which is citrusy, and a little sriracha aioli. And when you mix them together, you have a little spice here, and this adds a balance, and it's a really nice flavor. So I always tell people dip both. But don't double dip.
And you know, it's a great appetizer for people that don't know what they're doing with some of the exotic things.
Yeah.
Because they all like shrimp.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know, our menu is really nice because those who aren't really they don't love fresh fish or raw fish or sushi.
Right,
There's plenty on the menu that's cooked.
It's so good, you guys. I don't care where you live, you got to come up and try it. I mean, you could live in Yuma. It's all right. Come up here. All right.
And then we have the box roll, which is a new style. It's not rolled. It's actually made in a box. And that one has crab meat and topped with a fresh yellowtail, and then seared. We put a little
The peppers on there, right? Or what
well,
is
they're
that?
on top. So if you don't want to have the serrano, just take them off.
Yeah, right.
So a lot of our rolls we can make not spicy unless they're
I know
actually-
you do that. If somebody has an allergic
Yeah.
reaction to something, that you will accommodate them with that.
We have, our menu is great because we can do vegetarian, we have lots of vegetarian rolls. We can make a lot of dishes vegetarian. We can accommodate celiac, any allergies.
Right.
And we do, if you can't do gluten, we have gluten-free sauces that work really well with the dishes. And then we also have, if you can't do gluten, we have rice noodles as well.
Well, you know, that's thanks to the guys you have back there that are all terrific. And I know that you can ask them to do anything, and they probably know how to do it. But what a blessing. I mean,
The staff, I don't really call them employees because they work with me, not for me, so to speak.
Right.
And they are close to my heart. I am so grateful that I have an amazing staff. My servers have all been with me since the beginning, and they're very well trained. People are surprised how much knowledge they have of the food, and they're all wonderful people.
and you know what? I get the feeling they all like being here. So there's that.
It's nice. It's nice that they do. I feel grateful for that as well.
Well, this is just absolutely. I can't even tell you because I'm a sushi lover and I research what sushi I like the best. There's nothing better, and the way everything is so prepared, so beautifully, it's so enticing. You know, it's kind of like. You did it all, my dear. And you know what I think we should do? I think we should go up on the rooftop and see the great view that you have here. You can actually see the blue water of the ocean, and you get that feeling of an ocean breeze up there. And it's an extra accommodation. Along with, I was noticing over here, this is a private room. You can have like a wedding anniversary dinner or something in there.
Pharmaceutical birthday parties and such, but we also do a lot of larger parties upstairs. We've had 100 people
on the patio.
We've had the Lamborghini Club with their 80 person, and we've had wedding rehearsals, wedding receptions.
But you could have meetings in there. You have the big doors close off, and then have a little meeting of sorts, and have sushi along the way. I don't know, why not? Sounds good to me. Would you like to go upstairs?
Sure,
Take
let's
me?
do it.
Okay, let's go. Well, here we are, Tina. It looked like my glass is a little bit less than your glass, but that's okay. We're having a great time.
Yeah?
We're here today on the rooftop of Oku Restaurant, and I'm telling you, you guys, you're never going to see a view like this. May I show it to you? Blue sky, many boats, and palm trees.
That's Santa Barbara.
This is a dream come true for both you, us. We people that get to come to your beautiful Oku restaurant.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And you know what? We want to say a little bit we want to hear about your website. For those out there that don't have any information on her, you can go on her website. And I understand that soon we're going to have another little restaurant next door that's a different kind.
I will be opening a little street eats place called Happy Cat Eats. and it's going to have fun food. It's going to be order at the window, pick up at the window. There's probably going to be a little nod to some Asian, but mostly like beach walk burgers.
And go to the beach
truffle,
with it,
yeah,
right?
truffle mushroom
Oh, wow.
smoked Gouda burger, bao tacos. Maybe there'll be a flauta in there. We're going to have some fun food.
Do you have double bubble gum there, Joe?
Maybe.
Okay.
If you come.
This has been a wonderful experience being with you today in your beautiful restaurant, and we thank you so much. And we'll be looking forward to stopping in a new place soon.
Thank you so much.
Until then,
Cheers.
goodbye,
Cheers,
everyone. Come back and see us soon. Welcome to the Joyce Shaar Show. And today we are speaking with Craig Michaela. Now, Craig has had many, many careers. He started with olives, and he's been continuing until he now is the CEO of a company called Olivison. Craig, would you mind telling us what Olivison is about?
Sure. Yeah, Olivison is a botanical based product that we developed many years ago, and now it's come to fruition, and it's mainly designed for skin ailments.